Welcome to Atlanta Local Unplugged, the podcast that explores Atlanta's vibrant local scene for food, music, entertainment, culture, unplugged events, and the many hidden gems in Atlanta. Your host is Riley Bennett. Let's dive in.
Hey y'all, Riley Bennett here, and today we are zooming in on Atlanta's unexplored neighborhoods, the places bubbling under the radar. When I say up and coming, I mean Beltline, or trail access, a wave of small independent businesses, consistent community events, and a visible arts presence. These are pockets where a Friday pop-up leads to a Saturday market, where a taproom patio doubles as a stage, and where murals signal creative energy. My goal is to help you experience them like a savvy local, with planning, respect, and a plan you can use. Here are the corridors to watch. Summerhill's Georgia Avenue mixes chef-driven counters with game day patios, anchored by easy stadium access and steady foot traffic. West End and Westview ride the West Side Trail, with breweries, food halls, and community gardens shaping lively blocks. Adair Park and Pittsburgh feel like studio villages, warehouses turned maker hubs, quiet streets, and pocket parks by the trail. Chosewood Park and Peoplestown flank the Southside Trail, with pop-ups blooming near new trailheads. Upper West Side and Riverside lean industrial chic, dotted with tap rooms and micro-kitchens. And South Downtown's historic blocks host galleries, cafes, and night showcases and residencies. Many of these corridors were rail spurs, warehouses, or commercial strips that went quiet after industry shifted. The Beltline, streetscape upgrades, and adaptive reuse flipped the script, stitching neighborhoods back together. Think brick shells reborn as food halls, shipping bays turned patios, rooftops framed for sunset views, and alleys bright with murals. As small operators test ideas through carts and short-term leases, a micro-scene forms. Coffee in the morning, pop-up noodles at night, then a Sunday market. Walkability follows, and a cut-through street becomes a weekend destination and community front porch. For a low-key pause, find the mural-lined alley just off the West Side Trail near White Street. It is a quick detour from the path, shaded, photogenic, and usually calm between weekend surges. Pair it with a simple treat. Grab a cold brew or a scoop from the nearby food hall counters, sit on the curb or a bench, and watch cyclists roll by while neighborhood kids chase scooters. Food-wise, follow the pop-up trail. Late-night noodles steam from micro-kitchens tucked inside breweries on the Upper West Side. Birria simmers at Sunday patios in Westview, and Caribbean plates appear at corner bars in Pittsburgh. Vegan comfort shows up as weekly residencies, with pre-order links in bios. Pastry teams do collabs, dropping limited croissant boxes on Saturday mornings in Summerhill. To catch them, track stories the day before, note pre-order cutoffs, and screenshot menus. Arrive early, greet the crew, and tip like you would at a sit-down spot. If a line forms, split duties, one orders, one scouts seating. Bring cash too when signals get spotty outdoors. Small rooms keep the city's sound honest. Look for listening sessions in South Downtown storefronts, songwriter circles in cafe backrooms, and jazz trios holding court in hotel lounges. The Met and nearby studios often host DIY nights with mixed bills, indie bands, beat sets, and poets swapping slots. Weeknights are gold. Follow flyers and stories and peep comments for set times. If a space posts quiet show or phone free, honor it. Buy a tape or a pin. That merch table buys gas. Tip sound when a jar appears. Gallery nights thrive in smaller spaces. South Downtown hosts lively First Friday strolls where studios, design shops, and pop-up galleries pour wine and talk process. On the West Side and Upper West Side, warehouses flip lights on for Third Thursday previews. You can hit 3 doors in one block. Arrive early, scan wall labels for Instagram handles, and ask about open studio weekends. Keep your bag small, skip flash on photos, and slide a donation if there is a box. It keeps doors open for everyone. Prefer markets to big festivals? Seek neighborhood maker days. West End yards and church lots host zines, ceramics, candles, and small batch pantry goods. Riverside and Upper West Side breweries rotate courtyard markets with vintage teas, records, and plants. Adair Park lawns add kid-friendly tables and chalk. Most are free to enter, and dogs are common. Bring a tote, small bills, and a card. Always ask makers where else to find them during the week. Here is a 48-hour sampler. Saturday, brunch near Summerhill, then stroll the Southside Trail toward Chosewood Park. Grab coffee in a pastry box to share later. Hit a maker market in Pittsburgh or Adair Park mid-afternoon, then drift to West End for sunset patio drinks by the trail. Cap the night with an intimate showcase in South Downtown, leaving time for a late snack from a pop-up counter. Sunday, start on the Upper West Side with a bakery stop and a short hike by the river, then linger at a courtyard market. After lunch, ride or walk a Beltline segment you skipped, check a gallery hour, and end with an early set in a listening room before heading home. Build buffers so you can follow happy accidents too. For date night, try a progressive dinner, share small plates in Summerhill, walk a mural loop, then finish with dessert and amaro at a quiet bar. Friends outing? Do a dessert and mural crawl on the West Side Trail, then a vinyl hour at a cozy bar before a pop-up burger drop. If vibes lean late, pivot to a speakeasy-style room in South Downtown for a short set. Keep legs fresh by planning 2 short hops instead of 1 long trek. Book a rideshare between stops to save time. Transit helps. Pair MARTA rail with scooters or bike share to bridge gaps and bring lights for night rides. Parking is easier earlier. Shared lots fill near peak meal hours, so set a backup street. Lines move fastest at opening and just after the early dinner rush. For pop-ups, check whether the host asks for RSVPs or pre-orders and screenshot your confirmation. Carry water, scan for well-lit routes after dark, and stay aware near quiet blocks. If a spot seems packed, pivot 1 block. The next patio often has space and the same energy. Carry a backup battery. Stretch your dollars with free art nights, open studios, and markets that waive entry. Happy hour windows on the trail often include snack boards and half pours. Build an early supper around those. Many pop-ups post combo deals if you pay before noon. Save splurges for chef tasting counters in Summerhill or a special occasion date in South Downtown. Share plates, split dessert, and ride transit when surge pricing spikes. The art print you buy doubles as a souvenir. These blocks are lived in first, visited second. Support legacy businesses beside the buzzy newcomers and learn names. Keep voices low on residential streets after shows and pack out trash from patios and parks. Tip at pop-ups like you would at full service and be patient with tiny teams. Park once and walk rather than circling for closest doors. If a resident needs to pass, step aside and smile. To stay current, follow neighborhood associations, business districts, and markets on social. Many post road closures, art walks, and vendor lists first. Watch venue stories for last-minute ads and early set time shifts. Use local calendars and event platforms to filter by neighborhood and price. Save a collection of your favorites so you can build a night on the fly. Subscribe to newsletters for drops and turn on alerts for pop-up accounts. Ask bartenders and baristas what they are checking out next. They know the weeknight gems best. Season matters. Spring and early summer bring patio shows, flower-lined trail walks, and sunny markets with long vendor rosters. Fall is prime for festival clusters and long evening strolls without the heat. July and August still work. Just shift outdoors to late night and chase shade. Watch what is next. Blocks with new trailheads, scaffolding around historic facades, warehouses getting fresh windows, and multiple grand opening flyers on one corner. When a pop-up sells out fast twice, a permanent sign often follows. That is your cue to visit soon, very soon. Atlanta Local Unplugged, your guide to food, fun, and what's happening locally. Search Atlanta Local Unplugged on Facebook and Instagram so you never miss what's happening. A Blazer digital media production. That is our tour of Atlanta's up-and-coming corridors, from Summerhill to South Downtown and the stretches in between. We unpacked how scenes form, where to find food pop-ups, micro-stages, and gallery nights, and how to plan a smooth, respectful weekend. Think trail access, independent makers, and small rooms that punch above their size. Save this episode, send it to a friend who needs new plans, and build your own sampler. I am Riley Bennett, and I will see you out there. Until next time, explore thoughtfully.
You've been listening to Atlanta Local Unplugged with host Riley Bennett. Until next time, plan fast, explore deep, and enjoy Atlanta.